We're doing a video today about something that's completely new to me, but
isn't to me.
No, it's at time been a daily norm for you.
Today we're talking about dementia and how it affects different people, like families and stuff like that. Obviously with dementia it's like it varies because there are so many different types, and obviously Alzheimer's comes under dementia as well, so it's pretty much just kind of trying to spread awareness in that. Like, I've been trying to post more on Instagram about it, but I don't have a very big following, so hopefully this might get more attention rather than just on Instagram. So yeah. So I don't really know where to start. I mean, for me, I have.
What was your first experience with dementia?
My first experience with dementia was my nonna Elsa, so my great grandmother, and that was different. It was different. Our relationship, the dynamics in our relationship changed. So, like, when I was little, it was very... Sometimes she used to be strict, but then there were other times where she was like so loving, and like that never changed. The loving part never changed. The strictness, that changed. It was like basically everything that made her who she was, it kind of started fading, and I don't know, like my relationship with her definitely grew more as I was getting older. She's sadly passed away now. And from when I was about 17 up until in my earlier 20s, I had a really good relationship with her, and we were really close. So, and it wasn't because we weren't close prior to that, it just, the dynamics changed, so things got better with that. She became a lot sweeter and
softer in her personality.
Yeah, her personality just shined so much anyway, but it just, I think when you spend every day with someone, like, there's times where you can get bored, you know. But with her it was very much like every day was always going to be different, and the things we would do together just made it more special for me to have as memories. But I mean, you know, my nan, she's got Alzheimer's, and you know, it's so different because
she's very fortunate in the way she's diagnosed early 50s, I think it was. Early mid 50s, and she is put straight onto medication.
You'll have to excuse the machine, we're doing some washing at the moment. But yeah, I mean, you can be really fortunate to have a diagnosis early on. I think it makes it a lot easier, because from what I understand about it and what I see from both my nan and my nana as well, is that they each found out at two very different times. So my nan found out quite early that she had Alzheimer's, so therefore she was able to get medication for it so it would slow it down significantly, and it has. She's in her 70s now, and you know, she's still very capable of being able to do things, and you know, she's still there mentally as well. So she does have bad days. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she does have bad days, but
yeah, she does.
I think that the medication really helped at the beginning, and it's still really helping now. So yeah, but with my nana, it's completely different. So with my great grandmother, I mean, as I said, she's she was my best friend for a really, really long time before she passed away, and my relationship with her grew really close. Whereas with my nana, she's still here and causing trouble. But it's just so different from when, like, I would see Nonna every day. When I see my nana, because my nana doesn't live in the same area we do, so we don't see her every day. But when I see her, I don't know, it's just, her dementia is so bad that there are times I'm not really sure that she knows who we are. Which is sad, you know, but you just, with different dementia, you kind of learn what to do and what not to do. So with my nana, I like to make her smile a lot because she does get very upset sometimes, and there are times where she has realised that she's unwell and she can't do anything about it, so I just try and make her feel as comfortable as I can. So she's literally like the cutest person, but it's just the disease has rapidly taken over her over the past couple of years. It's just really severe. You can tell, like, definitely, you can tell that she's so different. So Ben actually met her
late 2016.
Yeah.
And
you saw her right before.
Yeah, she was still, like, she'd sort of forget where she was in a sentence, but she'd be able to pick herself up from it.
Yeah.
And sort of like as the years went on, 2017, she's alright, she's sort of deteriorating a little bit.
She would still chat with us, like, yeah. If we'd go to the house, she would still be able to hold a conversation.
We'd still meet up for a coffee. But as sort of like 2017 progressed, her ability to remember things slowly declined. And it was probably towards the very end of the year, so December, that you noticed she wasn't the same.
When you see it happening, it's like, it feels like your heart's kind of being ripped out. But now things are very different now. So she, at the moment, she doesn't go out. Obviously with COVID, she wasn't going to go out anyway, but she can't go out now. She used to be able to drive. She definitely can't drive now. Could you imagine if she got on the road, she wouldn't know where to go.
Bless her.
And then, yeah, so she doesn't drive anymore. She doesn't get into cars unless it's to go to hospital. She has carers that go in for her to help her get dressed and change her, like take her to the bathroom, all that kind of thing. She has a lot of falls. Definitely the one thing I've noticed with it is that her falling over it's a lot. When you see someone deteriorate so much, it's a lot to take. But I don't know. I don't know because me and my family members have had an insight of what dementia and Alzheimer's looks like. It's easier to manage, but with you, I mean...
With me, I mean, yeah, my first experience was, I guess, with mild Alzheimer's, I'd say it was with your nan.
Yeah.
Like your nan, she still has her cognitive abilities. She can make decisions for herself. It's not gotten to the point where sort of she can't make crucial decisions. So I remember when we went to Cambridge with her, like she knew the directions.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good day.
But in recent years, she couldn't drive to her friends on the other side of the city. because she'd get confused where she's going.
She'd get scared too. She was scared about going to her friends in case she got lost.
Yeah, and like that's probably the biggest decline I've seen on your nan.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your nana, I mean, I remember sort of 2017 going to the garden centre, having a coffee, having a slice of cake, and just being able to chat with her about family. And so, like, she doesn't recognise me anymore. And it's sad to know that her brain has deteriorated so much that she doesn't have that memory anymore, even though it was so recent in comparison to, say, sort of like, she used to be a teacher, and she'd always talk about how she used to love teaching and how she'd take no crap from students, and how she, I'd say one thing she's really proud of is teaching in a prison. And that's absolutely, it's a lovely memory for her, and she still goes to that sort of space in her brain where she has those memories, and she's talking about, or sort of she's telling Fran and her dad to go sit in a corner because they're misbehaving.
Yeah, she does that with me. Like, she started doing that with me now because I'm always misbehaving. Last week she told me that I need to go and get my schoolwork because I hadn't finished it yet, so I went into the kitchen from the living room and I said that I'd finished it all.
Despite having finished school 11 years ago.
Yeah. That was yeah.
But it's very new for me. I've never been exposed to dementia, Alzheimer's, anything before I met Fran's extended family. So to sort of see the way it impacts the family as well as the person who has it, it's difficult to see. And it's really sad to... 1 second. No, it's not working. Okay, whatever. I was trying to turn the brightness down. You can usually use that to turn it down.
We'll get away. And no.
Let's see where I think now.
We need to, like, get our faces away. I'm sorry, we don't want you to see our faces in such a light.
No. It's best if it's black.
No.
But no, having seen how dementia impacts the family, more so with Fran's nana, it's insightful. It's difficult to see because she isn't the same person that I met 3.5, 4 years ago. I mean, yeah, it's coming up to 4 years in a few months, and so much has changed that you would not recognise her. And the amount of times we've been seeing her, like if she's had a minor fall and she's in hospital, or whether...
Oh, when she's in hospital isn't good.
No.
No. I've noticed with her dementia it gets worse. When she's at home, when she's in her own space, she's very comfortable. She knows her surroundings because she's lived there for so long, so she's comfortable. She may not recognise people, but she recognises her home. And when she's been in hospital, she's actually fallen in hospital because she's gotten out of bed and she doesn't know where she is. So yeah, I mean, she stayed at my nan's house 2 years ago now. 2 years ago,
about 1.5, 2 years ago, yes, around that.
She stayed at my nan's house about 2 years ago, and because she didn't recognise her surroundings, she was very hostile towards my nan. So I think you just need to, like, if you have somebody in your family who suffers with Alzheimer's or dementia, their surroundings are probably the most important thing, I would say, and their belongings as well, because it's those things that keep them feeling safe and feeling like that they're peace, like they're at peace, like within themselves. So yeah,
I'd say one of the most difficult things is, like, I wouldn't say it's difficult for me, it's difficult for me to see how you cope. But when she is on the phone to you, sort of, she's just having a chat and she knows she isn't right. Like I say, that's really difficult to see because we know it and she knows it.
yeah. When we know it, it's fine because, excuse that was the
Green Lamborghini.
But yeah, when we know it's okay, but when she knows, it's heartbreaking because I can't do anything about it. All I want to do is just take it away and I can't.
I think that's why awareness needs to be raised. But I've got no one in my family with any, we have no history of dementia or Alzheimer's in my family. Either people have gone due to old age or
Other medical problems.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, within the past, I don't know, say 20 years, we've had 4 people in my family die. So one was from old age, 94, 95 years old, and
I'm impressed.
the other 2 were to cancer, and the final one was a genetic condition. But you've had 2 people with dementia.
Everybody, I don't know.
I'd say within your family there is a predisposition to dementia and Alzheimer's.
So we'll see you in 50 years with my dementia or Alzheimer's. Oh. Then you can take care of me. Like Grandpa takes care.
I'll put you in a shed.
Like Grandpa takes care of Nana. Oh. So, with this all being said, I don't really know how else to talk about it. I really want to spread more awareness about dementia and Alzheimer's because it's something that's really important to me, and I should imagine my family members. So yeah, I just kind of want to go through a couple of things that might help the person who is suffering with dementia. So obviously we've talked about them being comfortable in their own surroundings. That's really good. I would say I actually learned this a couple of weeks ago, or over the past month, that getting something with a lot of different fabrics, like what are those called? They're like snoods but for your hands. Do you get what I mean? So they're like
mittens?
No, not mittens. It's like 2 holes and then you put your hands in it to keep your hands warm, and it's got different fabrics on the inside.
I haven't a clue. But it's almost like a sensory thing, I guess.
Yeah, so that's really good to have. Like my mum's got quite a few scarves there. I might ask her to see if I can make something with them and give it to Nana. I know when I see her, she likes the feel of her clothes, especially her collar. Like, she loves that, and she loves the
cuff.
The cuff, that's the one. She loves the cuffs that she has on her blouses and stuff like that.
I'd say it's paramount to ensure that nothing is moved about or changed within the environment. Yeah. Like, everything has to be kept the same as to not distress them or... Yeah.
I've definitely noticed that with my nan. She does get very stressed when something's been moved, and then she kind of feels that it's her who's moved it, even though it's not, it's been somebody else.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, I definitely agree that that should definitely be something people need to be more aware of.
it sounds quite almost insulting, I guess, but you essentially have to re-baby-proof a house.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
someone with dementia.
It's not insulting. Like, that's the best thing to do, I think, because if you've got someone who's prone to falling in your home, you want to make sure that if they do fall over, that they're not going to knock their head, because that's what Nana did.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, she knocked her head. She's fine, like, she's absolutely fine, but she did hurt her head. And yeah, baby proof is good for making sure that, like, the person who's suffering is more safe.
Yeah.
Ramps, if you want to take them out, I would definitely recommend those. Every time we go to Nana's, every time me and my dad go to Nana's, she always has a cup of tea, but they have these little mugs so she can drink out of it, but I always make this face
in case she spills it.
In case she spills it, and it is a worry, but I always make sure that she holds her cup properly. But a sippy cup, like one that you can put hot drinks in, would be really good.
I was about to actually say that. I remember watching something, I think it was last year, I believe, but this elderly lady in a very similar state to your Nana,
Yeah.
she actually had a sippy cup, like with a straw, because she couldn't sort of like do the hand to mouth thing.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Those are the like little things that can make big improvements on somebody who has dementia. I would definitely recommend, if they do have little accidents, then pads, like they do adult size pants with
Incontinent pants.
there you go, incontinent pants, or just pads, like you would if you were on a period or something.
Puppy pads have also been used before.
Puppy pads are very good if the person with dementia or Alzheimer's doesn't have pads. So yeah, I would say that that would be really good to have on your seats. I'm trying to think. There are other things that you can have in your home, but I know that it's something you would need to speak to
Occupational therapists at the local council.
Thank you. So yeah, there are definitely a lot of things you can have that will make the person you care for more comfortable in their home and feel more at ease and more safe.
I think an important one is if they have sort of early sort of onset Alzheimer's or sort of very, very mild dementia where they still remember you, they still remember the people around them, is to keep them socialising. Sort of don't socially distance the person you're trying to help. So take them out to a cafe, see other people. Definitely see family members.
Family members are super important, and see friends if you've got if you have like a group of friends that you used to go out with, and like with my nana and grandpa, they used to go out dancing, like, and if you've got friends who do things that you used to do, then definitely meet up with them. Kind of try and make sure you see as many people as you can, because you don't want the person you love starting to get quiet. And yeah,
it's to essentially just make sure they're not isolated and they have that sort of cognitive stimulation throughout.
Yeah.
So their brain is keeping busy.
And also, if you know somebody who has onset or very, very mild dementia or Alzheimer's, definitely buy them. It's not a very good example because it's the only one I have, but definitely buy them things like this, word searches. They're brilliant stuff that's going to stimulate their minds and make them feel like they're doing more than, I don't know,
well, they usually would be.
Yeah, sitting around having a cup of tea like us. So it's definitely really important to make sure they keep their minds active and to still be able to see people around them.
Yeah, the one thing I have read, there's probably more things out there, but if you are sort of susceptible to getting Alzheimer's, dementia, like Fran probably is, it's to ensure you don't sleep longer than 9 hours, as that has been proven to increase your risk of getting Alzheimer's or dementia. Keep your brain busy, as Fran said a moment ago. Do word searches.
What do you think I have my word search?
Sort of crosswords, whatever. And to just keep your brain health in as best condition as you really can.
So, yeah, just making sure that basically you try and prevent having dementia or Alzheimer's. If you're prone...
Yeah, just to essentially keep your brain health as best as it can be, and to do whatever you have to increase it. So, I think, what was it? Omega-3 fish oils and all that. It's meant to help your sort of brain function.
I don't know. I just know. All I can tell you is I only know from like personal experience about dementia. I can't specify what will help.
No, I've actually...
That's your job, come on.
I've actually had to do the research because it's so new to me. Like, none of this is familiar sort of ground, but what I have learned is firsthand through mainly Fran's nana, due to the sort of quick deterioration. It's been eye-opening, but at 100 miles per hour. I think that's just a difficult thing.
Yeah.
I was just trying to support you the best that I can. I think, just quickly before we wrap up, because we are on low battery, it's to also not overwhelm them with people, as that can sort of counteract sort of any good that's intended, I guess. It overwhelms and it can lead to them sort of declining in their mental state, albeit temporarily, but
it's still important.
It's really not nice to see.
No, that's why I've left Mum and Dad to go and see her today, and then I'll go next week. So yes, we may have to cut this short, but we could do a part 2 if it was wanted. I know it may not be a lot, or it may be too much to listen to all at once, so if you do want to chat about it more, then just pop some comments down in the comment section and we can answer any questions and stuff like that. So I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I know it's been quite
a sad one.
Yeah, quite a sad one, but hopefully the video next won't be too sad. So,
and I will throw some resources in the description for families who are living with someone who has dementia or Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching, guys. And
take care.
Take care, and we will see you in another video.
Bye.
Bye.